Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, I'm Captain Gamer, and let's play Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition Separate Ways. At the insistence of the game, I have purchased the semi-automatic rifle. However, that gives me a little bit of a problem with the size of my attaché case, not unlike the troubles we went through with the Simon Ada minigame. And now I am going to move forward. We have to take a lift down for our date with Destiny, because it certainly isn't with Lewis, Mr. Cool as Ada calls him. But we still have to meet Lewis in order to, save his life. Continue the mission to get Albert Wesker's Plaga sample. There's no reason to board the lift if it's not going anywhere. Okay then. So the lift, so I'm told I need to use the key on the lift, but it's not giving me any option to use the key on the lift, unless I have to do it manually from the menu, which goes against pretty much everything I've known so far. Yeah, I can't use it. This key can be used on a door somewhere near the lift. Ah, so it is used on a door near the lift. Merchant, would you mind telling me where this magical door is? I guess I have to look around. Unless they are referring to the gate that is at the bottom of this stairway, because just because it isn't directly near the lift doesn't mean that it isn't considered near the lift. It's in the general area, so I can see what their logic is. Also, the door is now glowing green, meaning it can be unlocked. So we are going to have to go down there. The door won't open. It must be locked. I need to find a key. This is the key that I need to use. Fantastic. And I am a little nervous for what's about to happen in the future, because if you recall, going down this path lended itself to a very scary encounter for Leon. So I don't know if Ada is going to be in for something quite similar. We're just going to have to figure that out as time goes on. And I'm still looking around for any drops that I can get. A yellow herb? Why, yes, I will take that. And the red cat's eye that is hanging out with the yellow herb. It's like, sup, I'm a red cat's eye. Okay, it looks like I can just go inside here. Yes, I can. That isn't Chief Mendez, but that's still plenty scary. Chainsaw Lady, one of the Isabel sisters, I think. So I am going to wait for you to come right out here. Oh, Ganados. Or a Ganado. And it looks like you have some sort of shiny attached to your chest. Darn. Okay, I gotta go all the way up here and... oh, man. I'm gonna do something you never should do in a horror game and back myself into a corner. Mainly because I can just boomstick all of the dangers away, give them hit stun, and reload in a timely fashion. Also, use the yellow herb in a traffic light so I have a little bit more going for myself. A healing situation, not looking so good. Boomstick for your face, and your face. I still hear your chainsaw going off, so I'm gonna do something a little less safe and give you some semi-automatic love! Yeah! Although I have a feeling I should not be doing that. Oh, that is a Plaga, and when I see a Plaga, the only option is to use a flash grenade. Ooh, can I give you the kicks? Yes, I can. Once again, doing anything but boomstick, not advisable against anybody using a chainsaw. Alright, bring it back up here, bring it back up here. Oh man! Wow, I don't even need to do a headshot. before it's done. Yeah, I think body shots are very forgivable in this case. I got the lift activation key. Fascinating. Well, since this barn area is not burnt to the ground right now, we can only assume that Leon has not had it out with Mendez yet. And there is another Ganado in here who is standing quite still. So we all know what we do to Ganados who are standing still. Thanks for standing still, Wanka. But I'm still gonna have to be very, very careful. And yes, it seems like I was meant to carry out this fight inside the barn, but yeah, enclosed spaces. Not very advisable when you are dealing with a chainsaw-wielding maniac. So I'm going to do a little bit more scrounging about in this room, and head on out. Probably could have used that red barrel to my advantage. So, searching the barn turned out to be very lucrative. I found yet another red herb, so the full healing source that I used up during the fight has now been replenished. Most excellent. And it looks like the welcoming committee is as astute as always. But they are also as vulnerable to explosions as always. Oh, no hatchets. No hatchets. I would very much appreciate it if you just laid up on the hatchets. Or laid off on the hatchets. You are doing your quintessential reaching up animation, meaning you have given up the ghost. But I am still hearing music! So that means danger is still around. Blacktail to the booty. And yes, I just like doing booty stuff just because it's funny. You know, booty, big fleshy area on the rear end. Bums and stuff like that. It's a joke. So I'll use the lift activation key on here. And now the lift has been activated. No doubt, for Leon's use later on when he comes down this area. I am just incidentally setting the stage every which way, huh? So, are Ganados going to be attacking me? No, they will not be attacking me. Thank goodness. However, that doesn't mean that Ganados are never going to attack me again, or that I am not in any sort of danger, because, as we recall, there are still plenty of other things to be worried about. I don't exactly remember what Ada goes up against, but I remember we are very close to where Leon fought El Gigante at another time. I will take this spinel, and I believe that the merchant is around this area. At least for Leon he is. And for some reason, the doors are all locked. Hello, merchant! I'll be with you shortly. Just gonna confirm that this can't be opened. And I guess it's just pretty much a straightforward path. Huh, that flame going through the narrow opening made it look like a shiny. And seeing as how the merchant is all about location, 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 I'm going to trust that there is no imminent danger, at least in this one map screen. But I am still going to be searching around for things, such as these pesetas, and a typewriter exactly where it was for Leon. More pesetas, thank you kindly. You know, the events of the original game have already been set into motion, so, merchant, what's the deal? Why aren't your blue flames showing? Unless you're waiting for Leon to see. Yeah, It's because Leon needs to see your blue flames. Ada, she doesn't need to see them. She knows how to seek out a merchant, like so.
Welcome.
And seeing as how I have bought out your entire stock, aside from first aid sprays, I think that's pretty much the only thing I'll be able to buy. Oh, except for the treasure maps in the attaché case. So, I should not be emptying out my supply of pesetas quite yet. And I think I sold off my treasures. Yes, sold off the ones that don't really matter. Anyway, let us use a hookshot. Ah, yes, it would make sense that the door is locked, so we're gonna hookshot away over the door. Ada Wong! Okay, this, we do not have very fond memories of this place. However, we do not have a protege to protect, so so if it turns out that what I think might happen happens, we might have a little bit of an easier time. A little bit. But it looks like we were able to go through just fine. And, why is hookshot in red? Does that mean I can't do it? Either way... Oh yeah, I can't fight Elegante here, because these structures are here, and they need to be standing for when Leon gets here. So... cool. Alright, I'm just too curious. Ah, so hookshot in red just means that it doesn't get me to any area, although red text travel methods have not seen that before. Fascinating, which can only stand to logic. And I can hookshot up here! Yeah! Da-na-na-na! A first aid spray? Yes, please. But, I guess I'll just have to keep it over here in this rather unintuitive position. Or I can keep it up here with my grenades. Nah, I'll just be faithful to my filing system. Fantastic. So, now that we have gathered a bunch of items, are you an item box? Yes, you are. Thank goodness for auto-locking knife swings. Do you have anything? Ah, TMP ammo and a grenade. Looks like my inventory has just about reached its limit. So, I guess I will start spraying and praying with the TMP again, just to use up that ammo, that ammo-liciousness. I was kind of paranoid that that herb would lead me into a bad situation. Gonna mix that in, and, Whoa! Next time on Let's Play Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition Separate Ways, we tackle El Gigante. Until then, game out!